On World Folklore Day on August 16th, I want to tell you why it's important to read and retell folklore. And this is not just for writers or storytellers, it's for anyone who is interested in their own culture. And then I'm going to tell you three reasons how writers can learn from folklore as well. Number one, folklore represent the psychology of the people when the stories were told. For example, Southeast Asian tales often have tiger as the villains because tigers used to come into settlements and attack them. This number two, folklore talk about creation myths and natural calamities and different godly beings and spirits, and these are representative of the natural things that happen, the weather, the climate during that time. So it is an imprint of that in stories to be passed down to the next generation. And number three, stories were often told by traveling storytellers, especially in places like India, where people used to travel to bring these stories to others. And that disseminated information, knowledge, warnings, various other things. I love researching folktales. For me, they are like treasure in a warehouse. I have written many reimagined folktales, like, for example, A Jar of Pickles and A Pinch of Justice, which is illustrated by Uma Krishna Swami, which is part of a series. And then Parton's Pumpkin, which is illustrated by Fanny Lesag, which is a flood tale. And these are stories that I found and retold or reimagined them. So you can find out more about my books on my website. But now I want to tell you about how writers can benefit from reading folklore. Number one, folklore have amazing structure that have stood the test of time. So by reading folklore and folk tales, you can understand the structure of storytelling and be able to use them in your own stories. Number two, a lot of folk tales have motifs and symbolism in them, which you can learn how to use when you're writing your own fiction. And number three, stories, especially folk stories, folk tales, fairy tales, have a lot of amazing story elements like evil villains, courageous hero, lots of conflict, lots of jeopardy. And these are things that will benefit any writer if you put them in your stories.